to the media, but first they will witness the signing of 11 MOUs between Kenya and Angola following, of course, successful negotiations between the two parties. And we will start with the MOU on wildlife management and conservation, which promotes cooperation between Angola and Kenya. Ladies and gentlemen, please take your seats. Thank you. We'll start with the MOU on wildlife management and conservation, which promotes cooperation between Angola and Kenya on wildlife management, conservation, technical assistance, and species exchange. It will be signed by Kenya's Cabinet Secretary of Tourism and Wildlife and Angola's Minister of External Relations. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. The second MOU is on shipping and maritime cooperation, one that fosters cooperation in maritime affairs, covering liner shipping, seafarer certificates, regional policies, training, cruise tourism, and maritime security technology. It will be signed by Kenya's Cabinet Secretary for Mining, Blue Economy and Maritime Affairs, and Angola's Minister of External Relations. Thank you very much. The two honorable ministers will sign the next MOU on mining and geology, which covers technical information exchange, training, joint projects, business opportunities, and geological research. Thank you very much. The next MOU to be signed is an MOU on youth development, which establishes collaboration in youth development, including youth trade fairs, talent showcases, market linkages, export of skilled youth labor, and knowledge exchange. This MOU will be signed by the Cabinet Secretary for Youth and Sports for Kenya and Angola's Minister of External Affairs. Thank you very much. The next MOU is on forestry cooperation to enhance cooperation in areas including training, forest protection, technical support, and more. It will be signed by Kenya's Cabinet Secretary for Environment, Climate Change, and Forestry, and Angola's Minister of External Affairs. Thank you. The next MOU is on bilateral cooperation in the agricultural sector. Of course, strengthening agricultural cooperation covering crop production, horticulture, research, and animal health. It will be signed by Kenya's Cabinet Secretary for Agriculture and Livestock Development and Angola's Minister of External Relations. Thank you. The next MOU to be signed is the MOU on telecommunications and ICT cooperation, which promotes cooperation in telecom and ICT, including tech development, satellite projects, education, and e-commerce. It will be signed by Kenya's Cabinet Secretary for ICT and Digital Economy and Angola's Minister of External Relations. Thank you. We also have an MOU on oil and gas cooperation, which provides a framework for cooperation in oil and gas, covering information sharing, training, and joint projects. It will be signed by Kenya's Cabinet Secretary for Energy and Petroleum and Angola's Minister of External Relations. Thank you. We also have an MOU on health collaboration that seeks to establish health cooperation, including specialist training and recruitment of health professionals. It will be signed by Kenya's Cabinet Secretary for Health and Angola's Minister of External Relations. Thank you very much. We have an MOU between diplomatic academies of the two countries, Kenya and Angola, which promotes cooperation between Kenyan and Angolan diplomatic academies. It focuses on capacity building and language training. That MOU will be signed by the Prime Cabinet Secretary and Cabinet Secretary for Foreign Affairs and Diaspora Affairs of Kenya and Angola's Minister of External Relations. Thank you very much. And finally, we have an MOU on public service capacity development, which fosters cooperation in public service capacity development. Areas include experience exchange, training, and research publication. It will be signed by the Director General of Kenya School of Government and the Administrator for Angola's National School of Administration and Public Policies. Thank you very much. Their Excellencies will now deliver a brief joint address to the media.